Hello Wanderers, welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Alexandros of Crete. And in that last episode, a lot happened. Not only did we swear fealty to the Byzantine Emperor, but we also developed something of a romantic liaison with him. And not only that, but we also went to war with some Italian city-states and successfully conquered them, forming our second duchy, which we can use in order to get the Kingdom of Crete title. So not only do we have an in, so to speak, with the Emperor, but we also have the possibility of gaining a lot of power. None of these other members here in the Byzantine Empire have a kingdom title. So if we can get that, we would be a step above all of the others. It's getting a lot of favor in the court of the emperor, but that is kind of exactly what we want to do. We want to gain that power. Is it possible to get ourselves to the top position? I feel like I'm making way too many puns here. Can we get ourselves to a position of power here in the empire? We're already at that point, I think. The next step would be to get on to the Emperor's Council. So we're going to try to do that, and by doing that, we are going to petition our liege. Now, before I do that, so there's two positions that we can feasibly get. That's either going to be Marshal or the Spy Master, because the Spy Master sucks, and we're a better Marshal person than the Marshal. I would probably prefer to get the Marshal position, although the Spy Master would be fine, so I'm going to leave it up to chance. I think we're going to get one of these, so I'm just going to, like I said, we're just going to leave it up to chance. Either one of those would be perfectly fine and highly useful to us. Kind of leaning towards the Marshal, but we'll see. So we're going to choose our petition type. Council appointment. Yeah, that's going to be the best one for us. Being on the council will be very helpful. Oh. See, now I see where some of these like little events and stuff. If we visit here, we can gain stewardship lifestyle experience. Is that actually helpful to us? Not really at this point. Do we need to do that? You know what, let's stop there anyways and just see what that does. There we go. We just had to wait a second for it to reset there. So let's choose our petition type. We are going to go for that, and we are going to customize our route and stop off after we, you know what, we'll stop off on the way back, and we're gonna go to Polygarios. Once again, I'm pronouncing all of these names wrong. That's just how it's gonna go. Who is wow, look at this. Really good speed here from Belette, if she is our caravan master. But Theophano, look at that, 1111. That's a good round number there. But I feel like Zuhaira might be the best. That safety is going to be helpful, but we don't really need too much because we're already pretty safe. But that speed, huge speed bonus. So yeah, sure, Zuhaira, you can be our caravan person. Looks like we have a little bit of danger in the, what is this? In the mountains, in the hills. Yeah, let's get ourselves a mountaineer. Yeah, there we go. Now we're going to be quite safe on our journey, and perfect. Let's start traveling. Michael Arbentenos. He's an Orthodox Greek who is blind. Is our mountaineer blind? That seems. How is he doing this? How is he managing his job right now? I don't know, but apparently he's good at it. So hopefully he's not just lying. So we're gonna head out to the court of the emperor. Oh, and we're getting some ransoms in. Perfect. That's going to pay for our trip. We're in a regency, of course. The regency is going to be... Ah, yes, our wife is our regent. Perfect. But she's not coming with us, is she? Or in the entourage? She is coming with us, but she's still our regent, so... I don't know if that's a bug or not, if characters who come with you in the entourage should be able to be the regent, but it is what it is. We do need some more counselors. I'm gonna slow time down a little bit here. We do need some more counselors here. We need a new marshal. Gregorios seems to be best suited to that position. And we need a new spy master, and Yosef seems good. He's loyal-ish. Now he's very loyal, so we don't have to worry about him stabbing us in the back. So our council's rounded out. Another event in that horrible, well, a horrible event in the last episode. The last episode was mostly actually pretty good for us, but we did lose our friend Gabriel. He was slain in that battle here in Salerno, and that was sad. I was actually really disappointed and was not really expecting or hoping for that to happen. So, but events will play out as they do in this game, so such as it is. Unfortunately, we arrive at a difficult time. Where are you? Did he just leave? Refusing to even listen to me. We grow closer to forming a rivalry. Why? Where are you going? He's sailing to Malta for some reason. We're a little disappointed in that. The emperor did not inform us that he was not going to be in Byzantium or Constantinople when we arrived there. So yeah, that is unfortunate news. I noticed that Michael avoids me more than usual. He always sits at the opposite end of the table when we're invited to a feast, consistently refuses my company while camping. We may not have the best of relationships, but that attitude is starting to tire me, especially when I overhear him defaming me. Alexandros is a loathsome fool. I'd be a way better duke than him. You want to know how it is? I'll show you. Are we just going to fight this guy? Caravan Master Zuhaira. Take care of it. Oh my gosh. Now let's do it ourselves. We win the fight against him and make him leave. Yeah, get out of here, you fool. Blind fool. Journeying through Chrysopolis, I passed by a peculiar-looking tent, splayed open with its yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. Come in, O mighty Duke. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. The strange man has piqued the interest of my entourage, but am I willing to pay for a reading? Tell me my future, wise one. Yes. Travel bodes well. We lose some stress, and we gain good omens in our travels. Excellent. So we stopped off. We had a couple little events there. So be it. We gained that 200 stewardship lifestyle experience. Doesn't give us anything, but it is good. And our wife has another son. Here we go. And all of our sons are turning out to be good-looking kids, so you can be named Bosporios. I like that name. Considering he was born here, right near the Bosporus Sea anyways, so I think that seems to make sense. Our eldest son is 3 years old now. He's turned bossy, so we're going to train him to be a warrior. Rare trinkets. The seas around here are thick with Ashkenazi traders going about their usual craft, carrying rare and exotic goods from one port to another. One such merchant ship holds an item within it that immediately takes my interest. The moment I lay my hands upon the Maritime Trading Handbook, I know I can never find anything like it back in Crete, and it must simply be mine. It's not actually that useful to us. Alas, I cannot justify such reckless spending. So we're going to return home disappointed that we didn't get our council position. So I guess we'll have to wait to go and petition the emperor for our position once more. What happened here? Splitting off. A little breakup of these states here. That means we could potentially expand, but I'd rather than doing that right away, you know, somebody mentioned that we can raise some raiders. All right, so we're gonna raise everybody as raiders here, gather them all up, and then let's do some raiding. Why not? So we're probably going to raid. Can we raid Napoli? Yeah, why not? Let's raid here. 21, 36. Yeah, there's good money there, so we might as well do it. Send our troops in. And he doesn't have enough troops to stop us, Spartanos of Greece. We might actually conquer him later on too, because that would be a nice little expansion of our lands here. So here we go. Oh, and we unlocked another martial lifestyle perk, hit and run, or living off the land. Raid speed. Ooh, I mean, that's good considering we're just about to do raiding, and travel safety is a nice little bonus. Supply capacity, always good as well. So that's a good one to pick up right now. So yeah, here we are doing some raiding at the head of the army ourselves. We can ransom Ionos Apokolios. Let's do it. Let's get that extra money. Can demand payment from our courtier. No need to do that right now. I do want to create an accolade. And Iosef is loyal. Well, he's actually disloyal. Gregorios. Is there anybody we have that? Gregorios Sortes. He's good. He's got a kid. He's a strong fighter. We're going to make Gregorios. We're going to give him the accolade. And although we'll keep this name for now, the Heteria of the Dragon. I want you guys in the comments below to give suggestions for what this accolade is going to be called. So let's create that accolade, and hopefully, and can we find a successor for it this time? Seek a worthy successor. There we go. Knight to fulfill this accolade's requirements. He needs to have martial 15 or above, or has the trait strategist. So there we go. Seek a worthy successor. There, see? We're learning slowly. Is the raid finished? The raid is finished. Where do we go from here? Can we raid Benevento? I wouldn't risk it. Let's drop off our money first and foremost. So let's head back to Salerno. And then we shall continue to raid. We'll head into... Oh, Athens did take it over. We're going to go over here into Rossano. It's going to give us just a little bit of money. What's going on here? Aglabids, they seem to be doing okay, so... let's continue with our raiding. Maybe we'll get some good raiding events too. That would be nice. But the main thing would be to get enough money to form that kingdom title. And Nicarete is pregnant again. That's probably due to the fact that we have this amazing item, the prize brooch, that gives us 20% fertility. Oh, here we do. Oh my god, this guy's horrible. Wrathful, gluttonous, honest. Actually, he's not that bad. He may be appointed as the Heteria of the Dragon. Alright. We're going to continue that raid, and we are going to name him the successor. So hopefully we won't lose it this time, and we'll actually be able to build up the rank of the accolade. That would be ideal. I emerged from my residence early in the morning to travel to an important noble's residence some distance from here. Along the way, the sun slowly crept up towards the sky, and I passed by several villages. Peasants scattered themselves in the fields, working their crops, though they always want to stop to pay their respects to me. Good to see all is in order. The commoners scare me. No, I don't see why they would. I want to ask some of them about how things are. Good to see good to see it's all in order. I think that is the most applicable option there. Our raids continue here. We're gonna go hit that church up as well. There we go. So we'll probably actually easily be able to make all the money we need for that title by doing a few good raids. In one of the larger villages of Hania, a respected elder recently passed away. He was beloved by all for his virtue and wisdom. As a community leader for many years, he had a good relationship with many and always strove to improve everyone's lives. Few had anything bad to say about him. His funeral attracted many who wished to pay their final respects, and some even claim that his spirits will provide the land with many blessings before he passes into the afterlife. May his soul rest in peace. Anya gets grandfather's blessings, development growth, holding taxes. Perfect. That is getting a lot of development growth in Anya. There's a lot of bonuses going on here from the wedding. Yeah, it's getting a big boost to its development growth. If we put our steward on that instead of on money, that might go up quite a bit faster. Let's take a look at it now. So it went from 0.1 to 0.2 or 2.8. So we'll gain some development in Hania for a little bit here, just to make that county a little bit better. There we go. The raid is done. We'll drop off the money and then we'll go and maybe raid. Oh, I don't know. Perhaps Sardinia. That could be a good option. There we go. Our raiders bring back the loot. We'll let them resupply here for a little bit as well. Get loaded up on supplies, and then we'll set sail once again. So yeah, we're at 280 already. We only need... We can ransom this guy for a little bit extra. There we go. So Emperor back. Once we finish with the raiding, then we'll go and get our council position, hopefully. So, yeah, we're very close to that kingdom title. I think we're going to get it in this episode. So hopefully that is the case. Another son. Great, we're having a ton of sons here, which is nice for the dynasty, but, you know, not as good for splitting up our titles afterwards. I like Apollonius, named after the god Apollo. There we go. 180. Let's let one more round tick by. We'll get it up to 200, and then we should be able to go on quite a long raid without having to worry about it. There we go. Yeah, so... I see. So we're not able to raid across the sea when we are because we're not like Norse or anything like that. So we could... Oh, Benevento, you are ripe for the picking, though. You just lost a bunch of troops in a war with... In the crusade for the king... Hold on, what the heck? There's a I know the Crusades started in that last episode, but there's a crusade for the Kingdom of England. Who's all involved in this here? Yeah, okay, so they're crusading for Wessex. Hastings took over Wessex. That's interesting. Well, and actually, if you look at it, oh man, yeah, England is like significantly taken over by the Norse invaders. They've actually spread quite a bit here. That is pretty cool indeed. I mean, he's not going to survive this this crusade. I wonder who's going to get put on the throne. Yeah, the Pope's got way too many troops for him here. But very interesting. Their first crusade was for England. We'll see if they do a big crusade against either the Tulunids or the Abbasids. That would potentially give us a route for expansion to take Alexandria. So while the Beneventoans are out in the crusade, we're just going to go and viciously raid all of their lands, because why wouldn't we? We don't have any particular love for the Catholics, so we don't even particularly like the Orthodox, and they are our fellow vassals. So Bulgaria's getting into a little bit of a rebellion here. A lot of stuff going on. Ooh, yeah. A lot of stuff going on indeed. Let's continue these raids here. A little bit of money here in the city, a lot of money there. Oh yeah, we're gonna get rich. We're gonna easily hit that. We're gonna get this title right away, actually. Which I quite like the idea of. So we will become a despot, I believe. There we go. Let's raid Benevento itself. Well, first we're gonna hit up Ariano. They might try to raise some troops. I'm fine with that. They don't have enough to try and stop us. So let them try. There we go. Once we raid this, we won't be able to fit anymore, but we might come back just to get a little bit of extra money. I don't see why we would stop the raiding when it seems to be going so well. I imagine that the Emperor is sending us to do this on purpose, destabilize the southern Italian peninsula in order for future expansion there by his own forces. The map. My spies have informed me that about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. The man has been spending large amounts of gold bragging loudly about a deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. Apparently he drew a map of the local plains for an unknown nobleman. The spies think the lord must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. Orestes. That idiot belongs in my dungeon? I think so. We can't allow him to be going and surveying our lands. Look at that. Tons of money there. So with that, and we can ransom Mayor Audemars. Look at that, so much money. So we can actually form the Kingdom of Crete. This is a significant increase in power, and I justify this from a roleplay perspective as being part of the number one, just the close relationship we have with the current emperor, allowing us a little bit more power and position here in the empire, and the fact that we were both peasant leaders, rising up here. I think that we have, much as the historical Basil I did, we've had people going back and justifying our lineage, saying that we are descended from great heroes like Alexander and like Heracles, and figures from folklore and mythology like this. Tracing our family tree, in quotation marks, back to those figures so that we can justify the fact that we are the ruler of Crete. And I suspect that we've traced that back perhaps to the Minoan civilization that existed on Crete many, many centuries ago. And perhaps we are saying that we are descended from the kings and queens of that civilization, and thus we can lay claims to those titles. So yeah, we are going to create that title. So we are now in a significantly better position than we were before. And that is awesome. We have gained a lot of power in a very short amount of time in this campaign, and we're going to need to do our best to leverage that. What I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send Gregorios, because he is a reaver here. I think I'm going to send him to go and finish the raids, and then we can hold court. I forgot about that. Yeah, all right, let's hold court. You will increase our court grandeur. Well, actually, first let's set up our court. Can we afford any of this? We can probably afford a very, very modest court. What is our expected court level here? 3. So we don't even need to Yeah, I mean, we could try to get it up to... There we go, get it up to 4. I think very few servants, but I would like to have middling lodgings. Guests can stay longer. What's going to be the best thing here? Last century fashion. Bland food. Feast activity reduces more stress, more servants. Guest recruitment costs. Oh, that's going to be helpful. So yeah, we're going to set our court up like this. Or like court Greek. Perfect. There we go. So we've got a pretty reasonable court actually here. And now we can hold court. Let us do so. Let us get some petitioners here. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased, all faces turned towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners. Let's hear what they have to say. Who is first? Let's take a look at Valerios here. Oh, another peasant leader. Okay. A thin, raggedy peasant stands before me, gawking at the opulence of my throne room. Obviously distracted, I call him to get his attention. Oh, I'm sorry, my lord. My village in Salerno was hit by a blight this year. We lost not only our crop but our seed too. We have nothing. We shall starve without help. Glancing around my throne room again, he adds, surely you have wealth to spare. You will have the funds you need to rebuild. Indeed. We can help our present brethren here. It's not too much money, and we're just going to go and steal that from our neighbors. Yeah, okay. Oh, if the fields are barren, you shall wield a sword. Swords to plowshares. Holding taxes, but levy size. Yeah, I think we need to increase our army here, so let's bring those peasants into our army. They're hanging us, hounding us. We could keep order, my lord. Please, we can organize ourselves without all the death. A peasant man from the county of Salerno, another person from Salerno here. An area plagued by unrest assures me that control can be restored without undue bloodshed. Curious idea. Let's try it. Okay. You're right. What we need is excessive bloodshed. I don't think we're that cruel. We're not sadistic or anything. Here, what can you do with this? Curious idea. Let's try it. All right, we'll listen to this man. My lord, my friend Achai speaks up. I propose a cadastral survey of the counties you own. Very well, Achai, you may proceed. 55 maps are overrated. 75. We'll get that money back pretty quick. I'm not too worried about being a little bit in debt at the moment because we're gonna send our friend here on a bit of a raid. So we should get all that money back. Look, we got it back right there. Because Mayor Adamar paid a bunch of money to us. Ransoms accepted. And we can get another martial lifestyle perk. Hit and run. I think that's a good one. Well, actually. Courtship. You know what? It'd be nice to get down to promising prospects. To potentially, if we could potentially overcome the negative modifier that say we could get the heir to the empire to be betrothed to my daughter. He will not accept. -1,000. We would need a strong hook. Okay, so that probably won't happen unless we reform. So the one option we have in that regard is if we reform the religion, then we have the possibility of choosing Christian syncretism, and then we can get marriages. So that's what I'm hoping for, so that we can get some better alliances. We can get some alliances with various pagans here, but we're not going to get anything that's like particularly good. Well, you know, the Rurikid. Okay, this character, she's actually pretty good. How are the Rurikids doing, actually? Gardariki seems to be doing okay. This is probably the best betrothal we're going to get for our son, and they're actually very similar age, and she's got the good trait. I can't imagine anything better than this coming up. So we might even hold a grand wedding for them. Who knows? If we make the money in time. And we do now actually have an alliance. He's got a lot of troops. So that actually could come in handy. Having a bunch of Norse, Russian warriors at our beck and call. Who knows what could happen with that? Let's continue these raids, get that money flowing. And yeah, things are going almost too well. Like, I'm really expecting something terrible to happen at some point here. But yeah, our wife is pregnant again. Things are going well. We have the strong relationship with the Emperor here, which is just going to give us all sorts of bonuses. And yeah, good things going on. As I pace towards my throne, I overhear Emir proclaiming something to my wife. Is he recounting romantic poetry to my wife? So Emir, you debaucher, to the dungeon with you. Obviously, we're gonna put him in the dungeon. So we brought him in. He basically betrayed us, and now he's in the dungeon. That's what happens. My friend Achai bows briefly before me and explains with a satisfied smile. My lord, you might remember that some months ago, you invested a large sum of gold into a cadastral survey of your counties. I personally supervised the matter and can proudly say that the job is done. Gold well spent. Every county gains development progress by 35, and we gain a bunch of prestige. That's not actually too bad at all. We can actually create a second accolade. And we do need another successor for this one, but I am spending time at a local temple, one which I haven't been to in a while. As I enter, I stand in awe at the interior's beauty. While it is not the largest house of worship, whoever built and decorated it was very clever with the limited resources they had. The artwork is sublime, the walls a pleasant glowing color, and sunlight filters through the windows from outside in such a way that it looks like there is a stairway to the heavens. This shows the indomitable strength of the Hellenic way. Indeed it does. So we can get another accolade here, but do we really have anybody who's like worthy of an accolade? Isidoros? Like, none of these, all of our knights are kind of terrible people. So, nobody yet. Don't want to forget about our raiders here. Benevento, yeah, they still don't have any troops to worry about. Let's go and finish off getting some money. 21, 10, 12. Yeah, we'll get some nice money here. And then eventually we can go back and continue to raid these other guys. We might mop up and take Napoli for ourselves as well. Ooh, yes. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Another tournament here in Adrianopolis. We'll start with a recital, a chance to show a recital. Like singing? Well, we're obviously gonna go. Travel speed, yeah, so Zuhaira, she's fine as that. Do we need the Mountaineer? We don't. We need the ship captains? Probably. Let's keep the ship captains, keep that safety in there. And yeah, I don't see any. Well, we could go to Tarnovgrad, but that's kind of a long ways to go. We could go there on the way back. You know what? We're going to Adrianopolis. It's actually not that much further. So it increases the danger a little bit. We're probably going to need, say, a Mountaineer. So there's a tiny bit of danger, but I feel like we can probably fight off any danger that we might possibly encounter. Yeah, let's go and join. Let's go join the tournament. My lover and liege, the Basileus, is hosting a grand tournament of competition in the vicinity of Adrianopolis. The time has come for us to depart. We shall represent the house of Argeus in and make the Greek people proud. Being away from home, we should also take the opportunity to broaden our horizons. Indeed we shall. Oh, this is an... I know of your relationship with the Basileus. If you wish for silence, you will do as I say. You can gain a weak hook. Who are you? Mayor Eusebios. I'll take this weak hook. I will take this weak hook to protect our friend. You know, it's not something that the people of our island would particularly care about or look askance at, but that could significantly harm the Emperor, and we need the Emperor to stay in power here and stay loyal. So we shall accept this weak hook. I'm not even sure what he's going to do with it. What does he expect from us? Actually, honestly, we could probably just try to murder him. Let's see here. Hooks and secrets. Yeah, he has this hook on us. Oh, but we wouldn't have a very good chance of killing him, sadly. 'Tis what it is. We shall just simply tough it out. Let's see if he asks for anything. You know, he might ask us for money or something like that. Nicorete, I'm pretty sure she's given birth to like all of our kids while on a ship. Antonia. So here we go. All of our sons have been handsome, and both of our daughters have not inherited their mother's beauty, unfortunately. But, you know, they're still the apples of our eyes. How's my son doing anyways? Has he even gained any interesting traits or anything? Not so far. We'll see. Anyways, we're getting lots of money, so that is good. And our wife is now a novice physician because she's still our court physician. Perfect. So that's gonna help her. She now is she's got good aptitude there. And you know what? We might start filling out some of these other positions here as well, like make Theophano our court tutor, which could be good. We can have our children learn some new languages. We might do that in the next episode. We'll fill out some more of those court positions. For now, we have arrived in Adrianopolis. I have arrived at the site of the tournament here in Adrianopolis. Though not all the revelers have arrived yet, throngs of people wander through the colorful surroundings, looking forward to the forthcoming displays of skill and prowess. There's no time to lose. I must begin preparing. I must be a victor at all costs. We'll see how good of a singer we are in the next episode, but until then, thank you for watching.